Happy Friday. What? Hope you're having a good day. Okay. When you are presented with an opportunity, do you take it or do you not take it? That's the question. But to answer that question, you need to ask more questions. With most things in life, ask questions. One of my friends, his girlfriend is still in school, but she goes to school in a different state. She's back with her friends, and her family has a nice apartment in the city, and my friend and her are gonna go get dinner, and then he asked if he wanted to hang out afterwards, maybe go to a bar in Boston, in the city, do something chill. Let's hang out. That sounds nice, but so that's the opportunity. The opportunity is go out into the city with a few friends I already know, as well as friends of friends. So that's the opportunity there. Go out, have fun, meet new people, socialize, learn. But opportunity cost, that's the thing. The cost of that is money, because chances are I would have to Uber in to the city. That would suck, because Ubering in and out of the city, especially on a Friday evening, definitely not cheap. So there's that. And then the cost of what else I would be doing if I was not to go into the city. It is Friday. I already have, the thing is tomorrow's Saturday, and I already have plans for tomorrow. Tomorrow is homecoming for the college I went to, UNH. And so I'm going up to New Hampshire tomorrow morning for homecoming. And I know that tomorrow already I'll be basically out all day, drinking throughout the day, doing bad things to my health. I will be having fun and socializing with a bunch of people, which I actually am looking forward to. It'll be a good environment to get back into, kind of. And then I'm gonna sleep there. So, like, tomorrow's already out of the question, and Sunday I'll probably be hungover, which kind of sucks, but it's the truth. So I have to consider that. It's like, okay, well, I already know I'll be out tomorrow all day. Sunday might not be the most productive day either. I'm leaving work now. I want to eat a nice early dinner, something light. I still want to go to the gym, not Muay Thai tonight. Normally on Friday nights, I go to the martial arts gym where I do sparring every Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. But I think I'm going to be going to Planet Fitness instead to get a good push workout, nice chest and triceps. Just because that's what I want. It's kind of what I need right now. So then that puts me in a position of, it'll be closer to evening time, approaching nighttime. And I could either stay at home, read, go to bed early, something like that, which could be great, and then that would give me that would lend a hand into getting good rest, good sleep, wake up early tomorrow, maybe go for a run, eat a good breakfast, and then go up to UNH in the morning. So there's that. Or I could get out of the gym. If I have any friends who are doing something more local, like still maybe going out, just hanging out, but not in the city, could do that as well. Again, at the cost of suffering in terms of sleep and overall recovery. Okay, but I will be able to socialize and go out, so there's that. Or going into the city in Boston incur probably the greatest cost of those options. So the options are either stay at home, not go out at all after the gym, which honestly would be nice. Maybe do something that's a little closer. That way I can, the transportation's much faster, much quicker, and I can just hang out with my friends, do something kind of chill like that. Again, third option, go into the city, which could be the most fun, but it's also the highest cost in every which way possible. So those are the options. What will I do? I don't know. To be honest, I think right now I'm leaning towards staying at home. I'll explain why. The why is because, like I mentioned, staying at home is the least costly, short-term and long-term. Short-term, that I save completely. Long-term, I reinforce good habits of saving where I can. So long-term, I reinforce a good habit of not always going out and spending money and drinking. Even if I don't drink, regardless, it's still like, you still have to go out and do, like, spend time out. So either way, drink or not, that's a cost to incur. And then also though, it's like, again, tomorrow I know I'm gonna be in an environment where it's like I will be drinking and I can socialize quite a bit. So it's like maybe I just chill tonight, and then tomorrow's my big day where I'll be nice and energetic. And then also I was thinking, just overall in this decision, is, hold on one second. I was thinking also, this decision, something I mentioned, is it builds the habit of not always trying to do like the most fun, instantaneous, gratifying experience. So by staying in, I would be reinforcing that habit. And by staying in, I could read a book, learn more. So there's that. And also, when I go to the gym tonight, either way, like, there will be people at the gym, so can socialize there as well. That's a great place to meet new people. Generally, people who go to the gym consistently are like-minded in relation to myself, because people who go to the gym want to be better. They want to do better. That's how I am. That's a good starting point to meet people. Already right there is a connection. So yeah, there's that too, you know. I know, regardless though, whatever decision I make, I'll be happy with it. I want to be happy with my decision, and regardless, there's opportunities within every decision that I make. So I want to be aware of that and try to make the best of every decision that I make. It's absolutely gorgeous out today. If anybody lives in the New England area of the United States, you will also probably be experiencing this absolutely fantastic and gorgeous weather. Fall just started, but like, this is practically summer weather still. It's gonna be, right now my car says 74. I think that's just in my car alone. It's definitely a touch cooler outside, I would imagine, but regardless, it's warm, pretty warm, and it's very sunny. So I literally can't complain. I absolutely love it. I just wish I was outside more, but you know, that's life. I gotta work. But that's another thing I'm trying to think of is I have goals and aspirations to do more with my life, and going into the city and drinking with my friends might not be a part of that overall plan. So there's that to consider too, you know? It's like, I don't know how much money I may or may not be spending. The point of it is I'm spending energy and willpower on the fact that I have to go out as opposed to working on myself. Because ultimately I see I just graduated school. I'm only 23 years old. I just started working. Way more opportunities are going to present themselves. So I don't need to get so hung up on this one night of going out. Like, summer's coming to an end, so I get it. Like, people want to go out and shit. Like, well, it's still nice out. Oh my gosh. But there will be more opportunities. There will be even better opportunities. So, you know, make the sacrifice right now. And it's not even a sacrifice, really, if I don't go out. It's just like oh, I could have gone out and stayed up late and maybe got drunk with my friends. Again, what is socialize? That is a skill that I want to get better at. Is just socializing with people. Other than that, I'm not really missing out on much at all. Because when I stay home, I get good rest, I get good sleep, and I can read my books at night or just chill out, you know? Like, what's so wrong with that? Because ultimately, the idea of having to go out into the city, drink, and go to a bar, that's such like I don't want to call it a childish mindset, but it's a mindset that doesn't get you terribly far. So, you know, the more I talk about it, the less I want to go out tonight. That's not true, but it still would be a lot of fun to go out. But I'm just trying to think where I see myself, like, you know, 3 years from now, 8 years, 10 years from now. Like, just, I'm just trying to envision my future self. So it's like, this one night isn't super, like, mandatory. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. It's definitely a good habit to get into, to think about yourself in the future. Rather just like, yeah, thinking about your long-term self. One thing, I think it was probably a year and a half ago or so. I don't know when it was. Doesn't matter. Point is, I want to tell a little story right here. So I was at my martial arts gym, and might have been like a Friday night. I'm not sure the night. Again, that doesn't matter. What happened was, I think this was after class got out, but some of the guys were staying after class to do some more sparring in the gym. A little bit more, well, to be honest, what ended up happening was it was a little bit more harder and aggressive and more high pace, high energy. Because it was like me and two other guys, and then one of the older coaches who kind of, he's taken his own path in life, so he's not always at the gym anymore coaching. He pops in once in a while just to be there. He'll spar a little bit, but not really there anymore. That's okay. But he's had plenty of his fight. He's fought a handful of times, MMA, I think a couple of kickboxing fights, something like that. So he's actually had ring experience. And he's a person who definitely does a lot of meditation, a lot of reflection. He's very much his own person, you know, like he's definitely experimented with psychedelics. He's extremely connected with himself, with humanity, and like nature. He's very in tune. He's very high energy. I wouldn't say high energy. I mean, he is, but What I mean is like high wavelength, you know, like good vibrations. Like he's got good vibes, and he's very sharp. And one night after class, so his name is Max, and then Anthony, and one more brother. I forget his name because he didn't go to class that much. But Max, the one who had fought, was giving us all a beat down. And the other guy's name is Noah. So Max was beating us up for our benefit. That's how martial arts works. That's how life works. You got to get beat down to learn, to grow, and flourish. And then Max was talking to me and Noah specifically after the rounds of sparring. And he was like, I want you guys to picture yourself in 2 years from now. And this was talking strictly Muay Thai, because he was kind of examining our games. Noah was a really tall fella, so he has to use his height and length to his advantage. I'm not that tall, I'm pretty average, but Max was explaining to me like what I'm good at, what I'm bad at, that type of thing. And he was saying, you know, he was like, you gotta picture yourself 2 years from now. Really envision yourself. Every aspect of your game is honed to as good as it gets, or it's getting better and better significantly. Your technique is way sharper, your mind is sharper, you're quicker, you're more loose, you're stronger. And the way he was probably going on saying better, more than that, but just the way he was kind of putting it that way, it was like, wow, like he was kind of allowing ourselves to envision ourselves in the future, where we are at a higher wavelength and a higher physicality and just a greater experience, greater technique, greater technical abilities. And he was doing such a good job of explaining that to us and allowing ourselves to envisioning us in the future. And that's what I was trying to get at with when I was thinking of the opportunity to go out into the city, do whatever happens, or I could not do that. I could continue to maintain a good habit, or at least try to develop upon a good habit of getting to bed early, sleeping, reading books before bed. Because if you continue to do that on a regular basis, daily basis, lifting, eating good, deep breathing exercises, all these beneficial things that you can do with your life, look at yourself in the future where you're doing that all the time. That, you know, you could go a long way if you take if you take that route of applying all of the different habits to your life, as opposed to going the route of constantly going out every weekend, spending money. So that's what I wanted to get at today. Hopefully you learned. I know I appreciate these talks, and I appreciate when people listen to me talking. So I will say this to people: do go out. You know, don't limit yourself, especially like me. I am younger. I know I just talked about why it's good to not go out at the same time, but you know, you only live once. Go out and socialize. It is important to do that as well. You know, you're human. I'm human. It's good to go out and have fun, but remember to keep it. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it either, though. Don't seclude yourself, but don't be doing it way too much that you're always out. You want to find that balance where you can grow, and then you can go out, flourish a little bit, show people, and then step back, grow more, and then go out, express your new abilities to people, and continue that cycle of learning and growing and showing. So that's my time for today. Happy Friday. Have a good day, y'all. I love you. Enjoy the sun. Peace.